Hey everybody, welcome back. As you all know, Gamescom 23 is going on at the moment, and Xbox has a big presence there with Starfield, with Forza Motorsport, and I think Stalker 2. And Phil Spencer is there and giving interviews to the media. And I want to do a reaction video to this interview from Xbox On. So let's see what Phil has to say and what the questions are about.
Here's what he had to say about the future of Xbox.
It is my distinct pleasure to welcome CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Mr. Phil Spencer, to the stage. How are you, my dear?
I'm well. How are you? It's good to be here.
So good.
How's your first day of Gamescom?
I mean, it's been exciting. I've had a walk.
And let me say one thing. I respect Phil a lot. Phil Spencer is a good guy, humble guy, and he likes gaming, man. That's a lot different than some other companies. He's like the Iwata of Xbox. He's playing a lot of games, and I respect that, man.
Around, I've looked at some things, but I've mostly just been sitting here talking Diablo and Age, and now to you. So it's like
I saw the Age demo.
it's
Looked
kind of like a
awesome.
10 out of 10.
Who was out here for Diablo?
Diablo was Rod and Chris. We're out here.
Roderick was here.
Roderick indeed.
Yeah, good. Good.
Yeah, good vibes. I want to start by saying that the last time we were together, we were sat in the Bethesda London office planning to steal loads of stuff because we're loads of cool
Are we
stuff
saying
behind
planning
us.
because we don't?
They were playing Starfield most likely, and watching some of the Bethesda upcoming IPs, Bethesda exclusives, most likely some early work on TES 6, I don't know.
Planning,
know that we
yes,
did.
exactly. Well, you've said it now, so I was protecting us.
I still have my stuff.
Well, every time I talk to you, I always
And,
ask what you're playing, so I want to know
And let me say this, he's funny as hell, man. He's funny, he has some humor, man. That's for sure.
what you're playing and why is it still Vampire Survivors?
No. Well, I am playing Vampire Survivors.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
got all the achievements.
Obviously, yeah.
But now they have couch co-op, and I'm playing with my
Yeah.
wife. My wife Kelly, who doesn't play a ton of video games.
Yep.
So the fact that we can play couch co-op and she's enjoying it.
He's playing that game a lot, man. I've seen it on his timeline as well on Xbox. I'm gonna try that game, Vampire Survivors. Let's see if that game is good.
Like I'm all
It sure has to be, man. Phil is playing it a lot.
in.
You as well, yeah.
So what I'm playing right now on console, I'm playing a lot of Remnant 2. I really like Remnant 2.
Yeah.
It's a great game to play with friends.
Yeah, Remnant 2, I've heard a lot of good stuff about that game. It's like a Souls-like gameplay, and I'm gonna give that game also a try.
I had my ROG Ally on the way out here. I'm playing a game called Fist, which is in Game Pass.
Yep.
It's a really nice platformer. I'm playing Brotato. Have you played Brotato?
This is also the first I've heard of it, so please
No.
tell me more. What is
By the way, Rock Ally is an awesome machine, man. I saw it the other day. It's nice to see that Asus Rock Ally has earned a place next to Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. I saw it in the gaming shop, and that's cool, man. But I do think that device is way too expensive at the moment. It's not a consumer-friendly device. It's like €800, $800. If Asus can manage to create a handheld that is like 350 or 400, I think they will sell a lot of consoles. That handheld is awesome.
that?
So Brotato's not on Xbox. I'll
Okay.
say yet, but I don't have any. Well, it'd be great to get on Xbox. It's a Steam game. It's kind of like, let's say it's inspired by Vampire Survivors,
Oh, I see.
but you play as a
You have a
potato.
type.
Yes, yeah, I'm very simple.
Yeah.
I have a small brain. So one stick, move around.
Like I said, he's funny.
But it's a fun game. So I'm playing some Brotato. I just finished, what did I just finish last? Bramble. Have you played this game?
No, I've had it recommended a bunch though. Yeah.
You all know I played Bramble and I loved it, but that game is creepy, man. That game is creepy. If you are scared easily, don't play that game. But if you like horror survival games and 2D horror games like Inside and Limbo, you're gonna like that game. You sure are gonna like that game. Try it. It's on Game Pass at the moment.
It's because it's a nice short playthrough, isn't it?
Ooh,
As well?
but it's kind of a demented game. Like
A
it starts
demented
off
game.
Yeah.
demented. Yeah, it starts off. Very
It's demented,
cute,
man.
Yeah.
It's
and you think,
crazy.
oh, wow, like this is awesome, and then it like goes into some very crazy, great game,
Zags.
great.
It's
game.
creepy.
Like some very dark, let's just say dark places.
I'll get it on the download.
With that Nordic theme, Nordic mythology, you guys and girls are gonna like it if you like horror survival games.
Thank you. That
Yeah.
sounds great.
Yeah, it's
Wonderful. So we're going to focus on Gamescom now. We're going to stop flapping our gums and
Okay.
actually talk. We're in Gamescom, quite literally surrounded by Xbox fans.
50,000 square feet
Yeah.
of Xbox booth.
It's pretty good. And
That's a big presence there, and this is the biggest game show at the moment. There's not a bigger game show than this. E3 is dead basically. Gamescom is huge.
this
It's never.
This is the first time in a while you've stepped on it as well. So I want to know why it's so important that Xbox has showed up so big this year.
Well, being here, being anywhere, but being in Europe with our customers, with players, with the creators that are here. I did a creator get together both last night, today, met with some partners. It's, you know, it's these moments where the industry comes together, where we can talk to each other, that the consumers can come in, the players can come in, put
That's
their hands
Armored
on
Core,
games.
I
just
think.
It's critical.
I think that game's Armored Core, by the way, in the background. That's also another epic sci-fi game.
Critically important. Obviously, COVID messed up a bunch of things. That's in the rearview
Starfield.
mirror. So when you had the opportunity this year to go big at Gamescom, we said, let's go. The other thing that's awesome in the booth is how much third-party support that's
Yes,
here, right?
yeah.
Like Ed Boon's games here, Mortal Kombat's here. We have the DLC for Cyberpunk's here. Like it's just awesome to see how many of our partners, Rod's games here, Diablo, how many of the third-party support on the floor. It's an important thing for us as a platform. And it's just nice to get reconnected.
And it's nice to hear this and see this in Germany at the Gamescom, because we have some third-party games that are skipping Xbox, or not entirely skipping Xbox, but being delayed. And this is, of course, creating a lot of topics and discussions on Twitter especially. But it seems that Xbox has a lot of third-party games there at the show floor, so that's awesome to hear.
Back with the community here.
Yeah. And then Starfield over. I feel like I'm showing everyone over
I can't see
here.
it. I can't see it. It's too
Starfield.
small.
Well, it is actually technically massive, to correct you there. And we're only a week away from early access. So how exciting is it seeing this game coming to Xbox, and we're so close now?
Yeah, we've been working on it for a long time. I've known about it for even before we acquired ZeniMax. So it's been great to see Todd and the team work more closely with them than we ever have on any game.
Yeah, I've read some about it. I think that one of the reasons that Xbox bought Bethesda ZeniMax Online was because of Starfield. So this game is huge. This game is massive, and it's hype to the next level. I think this is the next Skyrim.
There aren't that many moments where we get to launch a new IP that has the amount of buzz and anticipation that Starfield does. A lot of games you'll launch that are new IP and then maybe they build into their strength, but like there is just a crazy amount of anticipation. And the thing that I love is the confidence that the team has right now, like putting out review codes 2 weeks before launch, because it's a big game. And I'll be the first to admit, the first 3 to 4 hours are a little bit hunt and peck, figure out like, well, what am I actually doing? Then you get on a side quest or something, and like the game just.
So I understand from this interview that it's more like tutorials in the beginning, mostly, and figuring out how everything works, how you can use the spaceship, how you can travel maybe, and exploring the first few cities and planets you enter or you land on. That's what I get from this segment of the interview.
Like blows up in terms of its epic scale. So I love the fact that the team is so confident in giving reviewers time with the game before they're actually reviewing or just talking about what they think of the game.
Yeah, and just behind that, in the rearview mirror, if you will, kind of, I think that's how it works. Forza Motorsports over there, and that's out not too long after.
And that's another game I'm excited about. I love simulation games, especially car simulation games. You all know I also play Flight Simulator, so I'm super excited about Forza Motorsport. I've seen some footage and I'm really excited about it. I think it's impressive stuff I see, like ray tracing and the damage on the car, it's impressive.
That's right. That's October. We did a take home 2 weeks ago where we got the kind of the opening of the game. Looks fantastic. I'm a huge motorsport fan.
Yeah.
And I'd say Turn 10 for us for a long time in our first party has really been console games. You know what happened? Some amazing things happened.
It did. So another thing that you talk about a lot as well is when you can play games whenever, however, and wherever you want. And I know that's something you really want to give to fans however possible. So I want to know what that commitment looks like both at Gamescom and maybe the months ahead, what that story is going to be.
The critical thing we look at Teams Xbox in terms of our success is how many players.
Yeah.
How many players do we have? And even more and more, how much are people playing? Like, do we have a platform that has games for kind of all hours of the day? Sometimes you're playing with your family and what can I go do? Sometimes it's just me time and I want to go do things. And how many players show up? We look at our monthly active players, our daily active players. And when I say on Xbox there, whether you're playing on the cloud and you're streaming to a device that we don't know anything about, whether you're playing on a PC, and as Microsoft, we know something about the PC.
And it's all about revenue as well. How much revenue can you make on these consoles and this Game Pass streaming, cloud streaming services, Game Pass service? That's also important.
Or you're playing on one of our consoles. Like, those are all Xbox players. Or like flying over here, I'm playing on my ROG Ally on the airplane.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think about that as my Xbox away from home or my Steam Deck. Like, I want those things to feel as connected and as complete as an Xbox experience as any piece of hardware that we build. We will continue to focus on hardware. It's an important part of our team and what we can go do. But I don't want our hardware to be a limitation on who can actually feel like they're part of the Xbox community. If you buy hardware from us, we're going to do an awesome job supporting you. We want to make sure great games are there. If you have the device that you want to bring and be part of Xbox, we also want that to be 100% great on Xbox. And
so yeah, that's an interesting comment. That actually means they are gonna continue making consoles. So some people have concerns about that. No, Xbox is gonna continue making cool consoles, and if you wanna play on another device like the ROG Ally, or if you wanna play with PC maximum settings, no problem, you can play the game. And kind of like bring your own device and play the game. It's not, it's important, but it's not necessary to have Xbox consoles. That's the core message. Phil Spencer can, basically he says it's not necessary.
it's, as you said, it's putting the player.
They don't want to limit you to 2 devices. In this case, Xbox Series X and S.
Decision on where they want to play at the center
and
of it.
it's just there for them, whichever one they want to grab at that time.
And not only is it there, my save game moves with me, my community is there, so I can make progress on any platform I want to play on, and I can grind my characters, I can make my way through the story anywhere I'm going. It's one of the best things about Starfield, pointing at it.
That's over there.
Yeah.
So this is like a Nintendo Switch or NX concept, but the next level version of that. It doesn't matter where you play Xbox games. You can subscribe to Game Pass if you want, but don't need it. You can buy the hardware, game consoles if you want, but don't need it. But you can play on PC, game consoles, as well as a ROG Ally, some of the other third-party hardware, and switch between games. They want you to have the best experience and play anywhere you want, but of course they're gonna make consoles and support it.
I've been moving. I play on work, on my PC. When I go home, I sit on my console and I go play. And it's just a continuous experience for me. And everything moves. It's fantastic.
Amazing. So I also want to know, while we are here, is there anything you're particularly excited about trying, either on the booth, off the booth? What have you got your eyes on?
And this is, I want to say this. Some people are saying Xbox doesn't care about consoles anymore. No, it's not like that. Xbox does care. But Xbox cares about other options as well. Xbox wants to give you more options, cares about all the options, so cares about you as a gamer and wants to give you more options. Do you want to play on PC? on game consoles, on your ROG Ally, you can play it. That's the core message. Everything is important to them because any player playing on any device makes them money, and that's the core business model at the moment. Xbox Play Anywhere. It makes sense. It's not limited to hardware on game consoles.
Well, Stalker 2 was one, so it was great to get to sit and talk to the team yesterday and just connect, right, and see how they're doing. I have this funny thing with Ed Boon, where Ed and I have known each other for a long time, head of the team behind Mortal Kombat, but we tend to cross ourselves on stage all the time. It happened last night at OLN.
Congratulations last night, by the way. Smashed
But
it.
accepting an award that team did on like an Xbox.
Yeah, but
I
you
didn't do it.
accepted it so well, Phil. Well done.
Thanks.
The Green Console Award, yeah, that was pretty cool.
And accepting an award for work that other people did. And
I think Series S definitely deserves something like that, but I think this was more for development toolkits.
that team did awesome work. But I want to get over with Mortal Kombat. We had the same thing at, I still call it E3, though no one else does, but that June event, our showcase, but also I think he was in Keeley's, the Play Days thing, which was great. But we tend to fly by. So I saw him on stage because he was on, I think, right after me as I was coming off stage, which is how we normally spend time together. But really great third parties here. And I know I'm supposed to pick some obscure indie game, but I want to sit down with Ed and get my hands on Mortal Kombat, so I'm hoping I get to do that.
I'm going to recommend to you.
That game is brutal, man. I've seen some gameplay, so I'm probably gonna pick that game up and play it.
Someone make that one. Well, Phil, we got to wrap there. You're absolutely fantastic as always. Thank you for joining us.
You are.
No, you are. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Thank you.
Don't steal too much stuff, and I'm sure we'll speak to you soon.
Okay, so that was awesome. A lot of stuff that they talked about, but for me the most interesting two things out of the whole interview is what he thinks about Starfield, and I think that game is gonna be a 10 out of 10 for me personally, but I think it's gonna be above 9 on Metacritic, and the gameplay looks awesome. The open world, open universe exploration is epic. Let me know, by the way, do you think this is too good to be true? Bethesda games are almost always coming out with bugs, but it seems that this game doesn't have a lot of bugs. It's pretty much glitch and bug free. They have done a lot of playthrough testing. And the other thing that I understand from this interview is that they're gonna continue supporting consoles and continue making hardware, and I'm a console guy. I love game consoles, so that was an important message to me. But as well as if I want to go to PC or another handle like ROG Ally, they're gonna support that as well, and I'm interested, to be honest, to buy the ROG Ally. That's an awesome handheld. So let me know what you think about this interview in general. Are you excited about Starfield? Is it too good to be true? I think it's not. I think it's gonna deliver. Are you gonna buy ROG Ally? Are you gonna buy Starfield on PC, maybe for the better performance? Or are you guys gonna play Starfield on Xbox Series S or X? You don't care about the best performance. Like me, I don't care about having the best and latest features. I'm a console guy. I just want to game for experience, and I love console gaming in general. So hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.